If you receive Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, stop what you are doing right now. Because Social Security has just introduced an emergency rule that could directly affect how and when you receive your money. It is called Emergency Message EM-26009, and if you have recently changed banks, opened a new account, or if your direct deposit information is outdated in any way, this rule could delay your benefits or cause a serious problem with your payment. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what this rule means, who it affects, and the specific steps you need to take to protect your income. I know that sounds alarming, but I want you to take a breath, because that is exactly why we are here. You're going to leave this video fully informed, and being informed is the best protection you have. So let us talk about why this matters so much. For millions of Americans, Social Security is not just extra money. It is the money. It pays the rent. It buys the groceries. It covers the prescription medications, the electric bill, the phone bill. When that deposit does not arrive on time, or worse, when it gets sent to the wrong account, the consequences are real and immediate. People miss meals. People cannot fill prescriptions. People fall behind on bills that took years to catch up on. This is not an abstract problem. This is life for tens of millions of seniors, people with disabilities, widows, and retirees across this country. And that is exactly why Social Security has issued this emergency message. The agency is seeing a growing number of cases where benefit payments are being delayed, returned, or sent to incorrect accounts. And EM-26009 is the Social Security Administration's direct response to that problem. This rule establishes new internal procedures for how SSA handles bank account changes and direct deposit updates, and it tightens the verification process to protect you from fraud and errors. Here is how to understand it in plain terms. In the past, when you reported a change to your bank account or direct deposit information, the process was relatively straightforward. You would call SSA or visit an office, give them the new account number and routing number, and the system would update. But here is the problem, and this is where things get complicated. Scammers figured out how to exploit that process. Fraudsters began calling Social Security pretending to be beneficiaries, giving fake bank information, and having payments redirected to accounts they controlled. Real people lost their benefits. Real seniors went without their money while criminals collected it. EM-26009 is designed to shut that down. Under this emergency rule, SSA is now requiring additional verification steps before any banking information can be changed in their system. That means if you try to update your direct deposit, whether by phone, online, through My Social Security, or even in person, there are new hoops to jump through. And if those steps are not completed correctly, your payment could be delayed or temporarily held while SSA confirms your identity and the validity of the new account. Now, who does this affect? The honest answer is potentially anyone who receives Social Security benefits. But there are specific situations that put you at higher risk right now. If you recently switched banks or credit unions, you are affected. If you opened a new checking or savings account, you are affected. If your bank merged with another institution and your account number or routing number changed, you are affected. If you have been trying to set up direct deposit for the first time, you are affected. And if someone, a family member, a caregiver, anyone, recently updated your banking information on your behalf without going through the proper channels, you need to check your account right away. Let me give you a real-life example so this becomes very concrete. Imagine a woman named Dorothy. She is 74 years old, lives alone, and her Social Security check is her only income. Her bank was acquired by a larger bank, and her account number changed automatically. She did not think much of it, assumed things would transfer over smoothly. But SSA still had her old account information on file. When her payment went out, it was rejected by the bank. Because that old account no longer existed, now her payment is in a holding status. SSA needs to verify her new account before they can release the funds. Dorothy does not know any of this. She is waiting for a deposit that is not coming, and she has no idea why. That scenario is playing out across the country right now. And under EM-26009, the verification process is stricter, which means the resolution process can also take longer if you are not proactive. So what are the possible consequences if your banking information is not correct and up to date? First, your payment can be delayed, sometimes by days, sometimes longer. Second, payments that are rejected by your bank are typically returned to the U.S. Treasury, and reclaiming those funds requires contacting SSA directly and going through a process that can take weeks. Third, If your account is flagged during the new verification process and you cannot confirm your identity quickly, SSA may temporarily suspend payment until the issue is resolved. None of these outcomes are permanent, but all of them are painful when your bills are due. Now, I have to warn you about something very important, and please listen carefully. Scammers are already using EM-26009 as a weapon against seniors. You may receive a phone call, a text message, or even an email that says something like, Social Security has implemented a new banking rule and your account needs to be verified immediately. Please call this number or click this link. Do not do it. The Social Security Administration will never call you out of the blue and ask for your bank account number. They will never ask for your Social Security number over the phone in an unsolicited call. They will never threaten to suspend your benefits if you do not act within hours. These are scams, plain and simple. If you receive any message like this, hang up, delete it, and if you are concerned, call Social Security directly at 1-800-772-1213. That is the only number you should use. Now let us talk about what you should do, step by step, in simple language. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov and verify that the bank account information on file is correct. Check the account number, check the routing number, and make sure the account is still active. If you do not have an online account, call 1-800-772-1213 or visit your local Social Security office. Step 2. If your bank information has changed for any reason, report that change to SSA immediately. Do not wait. The sooner you update your information through official channels, the less likely you are to experience a delay. Step 3. When you make that update, be prepared to verify your identity. SSA may ask for your date of birth, your Social Security number, and possibly additional documentation depending on how you are making the change. Step 4. After making any update, follow up within a week to confirm that the change has been processed correctly. Do not assume it went through. Confirm it. Step 5. If your payment is ever late or missing, do not panic, but do act quickly. Contact SSA directly, explain the situation, and ask them to check the status of your payment and your account information. For family members and caregivers watching this, thank you for being here. You play a vital role in protecting the people you love. If you help manage benefits for a senior or a person with a disability, please take a few minutes this week to sit down with them and check their Social Security account information together. Make sure the bank account on file is current and active. If you have been designated as a representative payee, make sure you are following all of SSA's official procedures when making any changes, because under EM-26009, even well-intentioned changes made outside the proper process can trigger delays or flags. Also, keep an open conversation going. Ask your loved one if they have received any calls or messages about their benefits. Scammers often target seniors who live alone, and just knowing that someone is watching out for them can make a big difference. Here is the bigger picture. Social Security has issued this emergency rule because they are trying to protect you. The changes being made under EM-26009 are not designed to make your life harder. They are designed to close the gaps that criminals exploit. The extra verification steps exist because SSA does not want your money going to the wrong place any more than you do. Understanding that helps make the process feel less frustrating and more like what it actually is, a protective measure in your corner. But understanding the rule is not enough. You have to take action. Check your information, update what needs to be updated. Know the warning signs of fraud. And if something seems wrong with your payment, speak up right away. You worked hard for these benefits, or you have earned them through hardship and sacrifice. They belong to you. No rule change, no scammer, and no administrative error should be able to take them away. And when you stay informed and stay proactive, they will not. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. A parent, a neighbor, a friend who relies on Social Security. Subscribe so you never miss an update, because this is your money, your security, and your peace of mind, and you deserve to protect all three.